Hello, my name is James Steed. I'm an English editor for scientific and medical research papers. 我是一个英文编辑，修改医学跟科学的论文。I have 30 years experience editing 4,500 papers. 我有30年的经验，修改超过4500篇论文。I also have 15 years experience teaching scientific writing seminars. 我也有教过怎么写科学论文，已经15年。Here today, I'm going to tell you how to improve your writing by being more precise. I will give you 5 quick examples of how to be more precise. 我会给你5个精确科学写作的例子。What I really want to do here, of course, there's many things that I can teach, but what I really want to give you is a way to look at writing. Change your way of looking at writing. 我真的就是要改变你的观念。改变你的观念 is a very good way, 是一个很好的开始 to change your writing ways, 是一个很好的开始，改变你自己写作的方法。好，我们开始。Let's begin. Take a look at this sentence. Blood flow was dramatically reduced when that vessel was obstructed. How can this phrase be made more precise? Dramatically is actually very dramatic, and we don't know what they mean. So take a look at this. Blood flow was reduced by 20% when that vessel was obstructed. 20% feels very precise, feels very understandable, and probably the reader would see that 20% and they would think, dramatic. You don't have to tell anyone that something is dramatic. Let them see your precise writing and come to that conclusion themselves. Next, blood levels remained increased for several hours. Well, several might be okay for your English class somewhere, but it is not okay for precise scientific writing because several can be your several could be my a lot and my several could be yours very little. So it's not really precise at all. We could improve it very well by just saying blood levels remain increased for 62 or 6.2 hours. Okay, 这个比较精确. Okay, that's very important. Next, look at this one. The change in levels produced by that intervention was 85% of the maximum response to that drug. Change can be high, can be low. 改变可以高，可以低。Can be small, can be big. 可以变小，变大。So it's not very precise. We can prove it by just saying the reduction in levels produced by that intervention was 85% of the maximum response to that drug. The reduction is a certain kind of change. And when the reader reads that, 这个 reduction 就是一种改变。当那个 reader 来看你这个字的时候，他们就很清楚。And they think 他们看得很清楚，然后他们觉得你也很清楚。So writing a more precise word like that changes how the reader looks at you. They will look at you as being more clear yourself, right? Being precise yourself. and they will trust you more. Look at this one. The cells were exposed to serum for 48 hours. Exposed. Exposed. No, not that kind of exposed. What do you mean exposed? There are many ways to be exposed. Now, this is a scientific paper. It was probably done in a lab because the cells are being measured for some reason. So what you really need to do is be more precise. 你在实验室在做一个实验, right? You need to make the reader or cause the reader to see themselves inside the lab. 你要让那个 reader 看起来他自己也在那个实验室里. So if you choose a different word, it will be better. Look at this. The cells were cultured in the serum for 48 hours or incubated with. Okay, when you see the word cultured, 你看到这个 cultured 的时候，或者你看到那个 incubated, 你已经在你的脑海里 you already see the cells inside a petri dish going into an incubator. 那是真的在那个实验室里头. So that helps the reader. It puts the reader in the position of the writer. Next. The injection of sodium dehydrated the organism. The dehydrating effect was rescued by blah 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 blah. Rescued is the thing here. Yeah, I know in medicine some people use the word rescued, but you know when the everyday reader sees the word rescue, 一般人看到这个 word rescue, 他们就是想象一个那个海边旁边有那个救生员. People will see, the reader will just see some lifeguard by a beach going down to save someone, like 救别人. Not precise at all. 不会很那个精确. Look at this. The dehydrating effect was inhibited, 减少, or blocked, 挡住, by XXX. Okay, this is more precise. Let's take a look at one more. Another rescue. Deletion of the APP homolog can be partially rescued by human APP 695. 这个比较难一点，因为 partially rescued, 那个 rescue 到这边来，然后 partially rescued means it stops some of it, not all of it. Doesn't go all the way over here, just partially rescues. All right, so here it's not complete. This one would take a little bit more time to think about. You might need a thesaurus to do that, or a dictionary to do it, to find this word, offset, right? That word would be far more precise and will definitely evoke that meaning in the reader. Okay, look at the next one. The last example. The infusion of serotonin was associated with an increase in pressure. Was associated with. Well, there are all kinds of associations. You can have relative associations, time associations, number associations, but in this case, it's more of a cause-effect relationship. So it would be better to say the infusion of serotonin led to an increase in pressure or resulted in an increase in pressure. Right, that's more of a cause-effect relationship. Led to and result in 比较保守一点, it's a little bit more conservative. Led to and result in also has a cause effect, but it is a conservative relationship, not a direct relationship. If you use the word cause, it would be very direct. So you say the infusion of serotonin caused an increase in pressure. that's a direct relationship, and maybe it isn't so direct, and they might think to be more careful, 要保守一点，要有 led to 或者 resulted in. All right, so that's a case where maybe cause is a little too precise, when you're not sure whether it is a direct cause or an indirect cause. So I have many more examples of how to make your writing more precise in my online class on word choice for scientific and medical research writing. And you're welcome to come take a look at that anytime. You can look at either one of my websites. I have one in Chinese, one in English. I hope today that this little talk has changed you in at least a little important way on how to improve your writing, how to make your writing more scientific and more believable. Remember, science trusts precise words. Thank you very much.